In other news, many people are now anxious and scared whenever they leave their homes, and for good reason. The coronavirus is a serious pandemic, but at what point do our anxieties go too far? Joining us with the answers is Israeli psychologist Dr. Kamila Forkosh Lavan. Thanks for joining us, Kamila. Now, let's start with OCD as a good example. What exactly characterizes obsessive-compulsive disorder, and do the anxieties that the general public is feeling, do they match up with that at all?
So it's a very good question. So OCD is characterized by thoughts, which are obsessions, basically over and over repeated ideas that increase anxiety. I'm just doing it like a rudimentary explanation that increase anxiety, and that leads to compulsions, which are basically behaviors that are meant to alleviate the repetitive thoughts and ideas. Yes.
So, let's then apply that maybe to how anxious people are on the street. Because if I am now washing my hands somewhat religiously and very nervous, is that necessarily OCD, or is that just kind of being on the safer side of things?
So it's a very good question. Again, the difference is that if there is some kind of an environmental factor, and it's very easy to say for someone suffering from the disorder that yes, there's always an environmental factor, and that's true. There's no way to kind of win this one, right? But if it becomes to a point where it intervenes with your quality of life, then and you cannot let it go. The thoughts are there all the time, and you feel that you just have to wash your hands, or just have to keep checking your door, or if your loved one didn't call for 5 minutes, you are positive that they are dead somewhere lying in the ditch, and the anxiety is so high, then it's a little bit beyond of like a regular kind of washing. They're talking to us right now. There's coronavirus, and you need to kind of wash your hands when you come home from work or come home from the outside. So
what should people be doing? When should they say, hey, this is a problem? What should they be looking out for in terms of their own behaviors? And what is that line where they say, okay, I crossed over from being responsible to being neurotic or anxious for no reason?
So I think one way to know is that if you see that your anxiety increases and you just have to do something, like if you come in from outside and you're going to wash your hands because you just came in from outside, it's good practice in general, yes, and you wash your hands and that's it, you forgot about it. You go on with your day and you do your own stuff. Before eating, you wash your hands again because you want to eat, or before preparing some food. So that makes sense because you prepare food. So that makes sense why you wash your hands, yes? But if you find that, okay, I washed my hands coming from the outside, and like just a little time after, I feel very anxious. I need to wash my hands again because I don't know if this is going to go away. And what if it's not going to go away? And if it's not going to go away, and I have to wash my hands because it's not going to, and it becomes like that, literally very, very fast paced and very anxiety provoking. Do reach out to somebody, do call somebody just to check, to make sure what's going on, because this is a serious condition.
All right, Kamila, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.